Did Trump warn Germany about their Russian entanglements when he was in office? Watch these two clips and decide for yourself.
I think it's very sad when Germany makes a massive oil and gas deal with Russia, where you're supposed to be guarding against Russia, and Germany goes out and pays billions and billions of dollars a year to Russia. So we're protecting Germany, we're protecting France, we're protecting all of these countries. And then numerous of the countries go out and make a pipeline deal with Russia where they're paying billions of dollars into the coffers of Russia. So we're supposed to protect you against Russia, but they're paying billions of dollars to Russia, and I think that's very inappropriate. And the former chancellor of Germany is the head of the pipeline company that's supplying the gas. Ultimately, Germany will have almost 70% of their country controlled by Russia with natural gas. So you tell me, is that appropriate? I mean, I've been complaining about this from the time I got in. It should have never been allowed to have happened. But Germany is totally controlled by Russia because they were getting from 60 to 70% of their energy from Russia and a new pipeline. And you tell me if that's appropriate, because I think it's not. And I think it's a very bad thing for NATO, and I don't think it should have happened. And I think we have to talk to Germany about it. On top of that, Germany is just paying a little bit over 1%, whereas the United States, in actual numbers, is paying 4.2% of a much larger GDP. So I think that's inappropriate also. You know, we're protecting Germany, we're protecting France, we're protecting everybody, and yet we're paying a lot of money to protect. Now, this has been going on for decades. This has been brought up by other presidents, but other presidents never did anything about it because I don't think they understood it or they just didn't want to get involved. But I have to bring it up because I think it's very unfair to our country. It's very unfair to our taxpayer. And I think that these countries have to step it up, not over a 10-year period. They have to step it up immediately. Germany is a rich country. They talk about they're going to increase it a tiny bit by 2030. Well, they could increase it immediately tomorrow and have no problem. I don't think it's fair to the United States. So we're going to have to do something because we're not going to put up with it. We can't put up with it. And reliance on a single foreign supplier can leave a nation vulnerable to extortion and intimidation. That is why we congratulate European states such as Poland for leading the construction of a Baltic pipeline so that nations are not dependent on Russia to meet their energy needs. Germany will become totally dependent on Russian energy if it does not immediately change course. Here in the Western Hemisphere, we are committed to maintaining our independence from the encroachment of expansionist foreign powers.
What's so annoying about big tech in the Biden administration is they ignore Trump, they censor Trump, they ignore and badmouth Elon Musk. Although he agrees with a lot of their energy stuff, even he says that Europe needs to restart its nuclear power stations. He's trying to warn America. Articles are all over the place, relying on Russian gas, Germany concerns over winter fuel supplies. Sorry Zelensky, Germany's hooked on that Russian oil and gas. Boycott of Russian gas and oil could cause mass poverty in Germany. Big tech, which is pretty much just at this point the technological arm of the Biden administration that, in my opinion, went full-blown authoritarian under the COVID regime. Now they're trying to act like, fact check, you can't possibly say this isn't all Putin's fault. You can't possibly say Biden's not doing the best. He's perfect. He's doing everything he could have done. It's like, then let's just sit and sing Kumbaya and not do anything, right? Of course, different things could have been done. Pipelines in America, not closing nuclear plants, Germany listening to someone like a Donald Trump and being more prepared for this Russia conflict. Instead, they lied and tried to say Trump was working with Russia or working for Russia instead of listening to the great advice he was trying to give Germany and prepare themselves for the Russian conflict that everybody saw coming, because whether they reported or not, the West, NATO, and America were, as Nigel Farage called it, poking the Russian bear for years by cozying up to Ukraine, giving them weapons, and pretty much begging for a war. Let me know as always what you think in the comment section. God bless you. I appreciate you. Share this video if you like it. And as always, check out my podcast. Dream Rare Podcast is available on Spotify, Apple Music, or Apple Podcasts, rather, all podcast apps. I actually have music and hip hop music on Apple, Spotify, etc. as well, but I have the podcast. And patreon.com/raretalk is a way to get extra bonus audio podcasts that you won't see live and you won't see on my social media. If you want more content from me and you want to support, patreon.com/raretalk. I'm trying to run that up. I appreciate it, and God bless you so much.